Reverend Rob Lee. Bold, smart, and straight to the point. This is Tarot with an Attitude.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. I am your host, the Reverend Rob Lee. Bangarang. See everybody coming in. It's a cold night here in New Hampshire. It's 18 degrees and it's snowing. Also want to say happy birthday, New Hampshire. Learned something new today. We were the first union, New Hampshire, was the first colony to form its own government. So it's 250, I believe, is what my wife told me we are today. 250 years old as the first colony of the United States that had formed its own government. So congratulations, New Hampshire. Happy birthday. All right. The live, free, or die state. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we got Gillian's in the house. Deborah's in the house. Miss Donna's in the house. Wow, Mr. Bruce, a lot of people coming in. Sierra and Dell, glad to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. Cynthia, good to see you too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm going to get this party started with our usual prayer. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, that divine mother and spirit, that caring part of God, of the all, that just nurtures us and takes care of us. We say thank you for your blessings. Thank you for everything we have. Thank you for the things we forget we have and all the blessings you bestowed on us. Have your angels swarm around us. Keep us safe through tonight. Keep things from coming in, or if it's not of you, we don't need to hear from it. And open my mind, open my mouth so that I'm speaking your words and not mine. So mote it be. All right, there we go. So let's see what's happening. Is everybody starting the new year off? Are we having a good New Year's for everybody? I hope so. Let's see what's happening and see what's going on. So more people coming in. Glad to see you. Miss Bridget, Eyes of the Dragonfly in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to pull some cards. Tonight I'm going to be using the Line Strider deck, Line Strider. And it's by Ciolo Thompson. I don't use this deck a lot, but I was called to it. I did a pull that I'm going to be putting up as a video, and I wanted those cards to stay aside because I didn't get a chance to photograph them or get anything else going on or whatnot. Sierra and Dell, Happy New Year. Glad you are here. Hope everybody's having a good time. And if you're up here in the frozen north, you're staying warm. So it's going to be fun. So Spirit, I'm going to ask Spirit right now. We're waiting. If anybody's got any questions, go ahead and pop them in. Gillian's sitting there ready to get them, feed them to me, and see what's happening. We are going to ask Spirit, as this new year begins, what is something you want us to know for this new year? Where should we be focusing for the month? I tell you what, let's start like this. Where do you want us to focus for the month of January? January 1, new beginning of a 1 year. So this is kind of cool. Let's see what happens. So here we go, and let's see what's happening. Elena, Michael, glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let me bring this up. Add to stage, bada boom, bada bing, and here we go. And Gillian's just posting the deck that I'm going to be using. So, a lot of y'all like to follow along and see what's happening. So, here we go. What do you need us to do? They're slick. I don't use them that much. All right. What do you need us to know about this January for this upcoming month? Okay. And here we go. Let's find out and see what Spirit's got to say. So, right out of the gate, we have the Knight of Cups. And what I'm seeing here and what I'm really getting, the first thing that popped into my head was pursue happiness. Go after your happiness. Go after what you want to create that makes you joy, makes you happy. And it's going to be for us to make the decision to be happy, to be joyful. But then we've got to take that action to make sure that it's coming true for us. Don't wait for something to fall in your lap. But the Knight is always about movement. He's always about moving forward. We have the guy on the horse behind a fish that's swimming upstream. The moon is at play in this, is what I'm seeing. So just make sure that you're understanding that what Spirit is saying right now in this opening card is that for January, it's time for us to go after and seize what we need for happiness and joy. With that, then we have the High Priestess. Your knowledge, you know what to do. There is intuition involved here. This High Priestess is here to tell us, think about it, follow your gut. Don't keep going with the flow. Just follow your gut. If you know there's something you need to do, this is going to be something that's going to help you achieve that happiness and achieve these goals and everything that you are trying to get to. So listen to Spirit. Spirit's talking to you. Listen to your own gut. Listen to your happiness. Listen to your joy. Listen to your intuition and follow your heart. This is going to be something even more important. We have the Emperor. It's time to rule. It's time to put boundaries up. Lay the law down. If there are people that are holding you back, if there are things that are keeping you fenced in, it's time to break free and let that masculine spirit pop out. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to offend somebody. Don't be afraid that people aren't going to understand it. You take control and live your life. This is going to be a powerful year for everybody, and we're going to see what's happening. And then finally, what I've got here is the Eight of Pentacles. This is going to mean, and I believe we saw this last week, the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about learning, about detail, paying attention to what's going on. This is what's happening in your real life. You're being given signs. You're being given directions. Look at the details. And you may need to learn something new. And this is going to be on you to maybe take on a new frame of thought, a new way of thinking, and let's find out what's happening. So that's what I've got for us for January as the tribe. And let's see what happens. All right, I see we've got some questions coming in. Let me see what's going on. Wednesday night. I didn't even talk, so I'm going to assume, I'm pretty sure Bridget and I are going to be back on Wednesday night at 8:30. So come join us on Eyes of the Dragonfly. And we will be talking about Lord knows what. Okay. It's crazy. So let's see what's happening and let's find out what's going on. So right here, Sierra and Del, what is currently blocking me? I love this question. What is currently blocking me from receiving my soulmate? Please and thank you. And a lot of times that's one of the things. So Sierra and Del wants to know if there is or what is blocking her from receiving and finding her soulmate. Now, a lot of times it could be, and here's the tricky thing about soulmates. People don't understand that. Soulmate means you're at one point, you were one soul. You split apart for a reason. The part of you that left Sierra and Del may not have completed its mission. So therefore, you are waiting for that to happen and to be able to rejoin and find each other again. If we rejoin with our soulmate too soon before you've learned the lessons that you're meant to learn, and the other part of your soul learns the lesson that it's meant to learn, this can be disastrous, okay? And y'all will figure it out in the afterlife, but right now, it's not what you need. So let's find out what's going on. What's blocking Sierra and Del from receiving her soulmate? Here we go. Let's find out what's going on. But I love that. Let's find out what's blocking. All right, here we are. So Sierra and Del, the first card right out of the gate, we have the Four of Swords. What this is saying is you're looking too hard. You're worried about things too much. And it's time to give something a break in your head. Relax. Let Spirit go. What I'm really seeing here is you need to learn to chill out mentally and stop overthinking. Stop going through it. Stop analyzing. Maybe stop thinking that something's wrong, something's bad. Here's what's happening. The Four of Swords is there to tell you it's time to take a break, okay, and just rest and wait. This is a mental state, and this is what's going on. This Four of Swords is there to say you can't win every battle, and you're not going to know every truth. We just don't know it. But you're going to have to learn to function and to flow. This could be one of those things, and I am getting that this is where you're going to establish, once you stop worrying about things so much, You can establish a new solid base in this 4, and this is going to help you get to the next step. When we look at that, we have the Sun. If you will learn to chill out and give some things a break, not worry so much, not be trying to figure everything else, not figuring like you got to win every battle, the Sun is there. The Sun is shining on you, all right? And Spirit is saying, I'm here to lay my blessings on you. But you got to let things take their time, and things have to come in their time. So learn to be happy, learn to give these things a rest, be light. And I just got be light in the Lord. I don't know, that's what came through. All right. Be happy. All right. And let Spirit work and let Spirit do their magic. This is one of those things. So that's what I've got, Sierra and Dell. Let me know what's going on, and I'd love to hear more. Wow. Banger. Okay. Now then, so Michael Johnson, glad to see you here. Welcome. Will me and Amber be in a romantic relationship and live together long-term soon? I think we did this last week, and you have to learn. This is up to you and Amber, okay? Everything can change. I can tell you the way the cards situate right now, okay? But what you're looking for is a cheat code. What you have to do is go look at it, chase it, and find it, okay? Then you have to work on it. Remember, I don't know if you were in here at the beginning, happiness and joy for the month of January depends on your actions and what you're willing to do. Go back and relook at the first part of the show. All right, we had the Knight of Cups was there for everybody about going and getting your own happiness. You have to date, you have to come in, you have to look at some things and whatnot. What do you need to know about being in a relationship with Amber? Again, I think we did this last week. I'll do this one more time. But that's the key thing is you got to do what you got to do. Okay. But if you sit back and wait, nothing's going to happen. All right. So that's why I asked, will we be in a relationship, live long-term soon? I could tell you yes today, but tomorrow you do something different. She does something different. Something happens and interferes. It could change everything. Your fate is not sealed. Okay. So what we're going to do here is, what do you need to know about being in a relationship with Amber? And this is something good to know. So let's find out. Okay. Here we are. All right. Go back up here. Let me get this back on. Nope. I'm going to do this. Sorry. Take that down so people can see the cards. All right. There we go. There we go. Let's find out. Okay. I'm being told to cut the deck one more time. I don't know why, but I am. All right. We have the 5 of Wands. This is saying there is a problem, something that's brewing, okay, that you need to look at and talk to her and fix, but there's something else going on, and you have to make sure that you get this squared away. I feel like there might be somebody else in the mix that's throwing this thing off. So that's what's going on. We've got a pretty good battle going on here. And what's happening is both of these dogs are fighting over the bird, but the bird is moving up out of it. And now the dog and the fox are sitting there fighting each other. So understand, this is there's something going on that you really need to look at and talk about with her and understand. And I'm really picking up that was something strong in the message from last week. We have the Page of Cups. This is set to unfold. Be passionate. Go get it. Go seek it out. This is what you need to do. The Page of Cups is here to tell you that this is possible, that things are there to happen. But you've got to find out what's going on and get this other problem rectified, either with you, with her, or between the both of you. Okay? So, Bangarang, good luck with that. Hope everything goes well. Keep us posted. All right? Wow, Bangarang. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Now the questions are starting to roll in. Here we go. Now, Sierra and Dell. Got that one. Did that one already. Did that one. Maria. Hi, I'm asked for a general for the next 4 days. Love to. General reading of what you need to know about the next 4 days. All right, Maria. Glad you're here. Bangarang. Oh, the tribe. We're growing. Things are moving. Slow but sure, but the tribe is growing. Glad some people are coming back now and being part of the tribe. and celebrating everything with us. We got a great year coming this year. A lot of things are going to happen. It's going to get a little nutty, okay? It already did, as we can see. It's going to get a little nutty, but things are going to be okay. This is going to be a year to make things happen for yourself, all right? So what does Maria need to know for the next 4 days? Where is Maria at with this? Let's find out. Okay. So the first card, right out of the gate, the Eight of Cups. This is telling me there's something you got to take a look at, okay, and walk away from. And this is something out of your past, it would appear to me, because most Eight of Cups are walking either straight back or to the right, which is into the future. But this is telling me there's something from your past that you have to let go of and stop going, keep going back there. Let me know if that makes any sense. This is what's happening. You're going to need to focus on that. And this has to do with your happiness and with your joy. We've got here the Justice card. This is all about what you put out of this. If you keep diving into this relationship or whatever this is from your past and dragging it with you, definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. This right here is telling you you've got to walk away from something old. You got to let it go. It keeps dragging you down. This is the Justice card. You are going to have some things that you're going to have to deal with. This is the Karma card. Bangarang. What you put out is what you're going to get back. So change that path. Change this. There could be some legal litigation in here in the next 4 days. Something having to do with the lawyer, something having to do with the law. Could be something as low as a traffic ticket or something like that. But what I'm getting is walk away from some behavior, some person, something, and because if you keep that in your life, it's going to keep coming back in the same way. So that's really what I'm picking up here. Finally, what we're looking at is the Two of Cups. There is a relationship here that's involved, okay? And what I'm seeing is I'm getting some good vibes. If you can get over this and remember to let go of something in the past, all right? New relationships are going to form and new things, and your happiness and joy will come from there. We have hummingbirds here. We have the two cats. There's nothing disturbing about this card whatsoever to me, but it is talking about something about a relationship. So you're going to be dealing with some relationship stuff in the next 4 days, very possibly welcoming in a new relationship. Okay? Bangarang. Let me know. All right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So put these cards back in, split them up. Hope everybody's doing okay. Donna, what do I need to know moving into 2026? Thank you. All right, let's take a look. What do I need to know moving into 2026? Donna wants to know what she needs to know about moving into 2026. Now, I'm going to bring this up here, do another shuffle. What does Donna need to know about moving into 2026? Okay, Donna, here we go. Let's figure this out and take a look at what Spirit has to say to you. All right. You know what we've got? I've got the Three of Cups. A lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of things. You're going to be dealing either with kids, with somebody, but it's going to be more than just you and somebody else. There's the Three of Cups. There's going to be like a little party, little celebrations and things like that. And you might need to lean on these people, the ones you trust the most, okay? And understanding what's going on. So the Three of Cups is here to say happiness and joy can be yours. And yes, I'm really picking up something about the grandkids or whatnot is what I've got. I'm seeing older animal, younger animal. These things are coming through to me, okay? And this is what it's going to be saying. So don't alienate yourself coming up here. This is going to be very, very important in 2026. We have the King of Pentacles. Be on your game with your money, with your finances. Use that and be smart. Look at this owl here. What a great card, okay? So this is going to have to do with some money, some finances, and you might need to take control and do some things that you need to do. Use your wisdom. Use that masculine spirit. Put your foot down and master your own material world. Okay? Let's say it that way. All right? And then finally, we have, look here, the King of Wands. If you master your own destiny and master this, this is all good. There's a lot of things coming. We have the Lion here. The King of Wands is fire. And this is all about your will and what you dream, what you want to do, where do you want to go. You can put all this together, okay? But it starts here. It starts, I'm really picking up family vibe here, things like that. But you putting your foot down, you putting yourself and saying, I have to be smart about everything that's happening there. And with that, you will be able to move forward into some beautiful things of what's going on with what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. All right. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. There we go. Donna. That's awesome. All right. Michael, do I need to take the job been offered to me? That's a good question. Let's find out. All right. Do I need to take the job that's been offered? I'm going to bring this up. We're going to go with the pendulum, Michael. Okay. Pendulum. Spirit, will you work with me? All right. Do you need to be cleaned or anything? Nope. Okay. Pendulum, Spirit. Does Michael need to take the job that's been offered to him? It was slow, but I'm getting a yes. Okay. I am getting a yes. It's like there's some things out there, but ultimately what Spirit is saying is don't rush, take a look. If you got a job that's been offered, you may want to take a look at this job and you may want to go ahead and accept it. One of the things I always remind people about jobs, you don't have to stay at a job. You know, I always tell people, you were looking for a job when you got here, be looking for a job when I leave there. All right. Do what needs to be done right now, and other things will come. And this could go into a better direction for you. All right. So there's your answer. According to Spirit and the use of the pendulum, yes, I would take this job that's offered to you. Okay. Bangarang. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Samantha Campos. I broke up with my friend days ago. I feel like I have two people around me at work that could be interested in me. Which one of them could be good for me? All right. So, not having a name or anything else, I'm going to pull two cards. Okay. Which one would be good for you? The first card will be you put down in your head. The first card is about person A. Okay. And the second card will be about person B. So you just concentrate on this person A right now. All right. And we want to know what she needs to know about which one of these would be good for me. I'm really getting that. Let me just pull the cards. Okay. Because I'm getting, they're both going to have upsides. Okay. I didn't get a lot of downsides. All right. That might be long term. But right out of the gate, let's take a look. Which one? Person A. And what does she need to know about this person? And we have the Ace of Cups. New, love, imagination. Things are coming. Things are sprouting. This is going to be that kind of young love, things like this. This is not a bad card to have, all right, for a person. So person A is really going to be present. They're going to be there. They're going to let you know for sure. Romance is there. Happiness and joy. This is going to take you down a new path with person A, with your emotions or whatnot. Now, person B, let's ask about, you know what, I'm being told. Nope, I'm not. Person B, because I told Spirit up front what I was doing. Person B, Eight of Wands. Person B is going to require movement. They're going to want to move. Things are going to happen. Things are going to go. This is a fire. This person might be very exciting to be around. You might want, I don't know what type of person you are. I'm feeling like this person could very well be an extrovert, always wanting to go, always wanting to set the world on fire. And you have to figure out about that, which one of that is good. I'm really picking up that this person might be more of a homebody, where this person is, they're going to love you. They're going to take you on trips. You're going to go. They constantly need to be doing things. Okay. So that's what you need to see with this, and then talk to them and make your decision about where to go, what you want. All right. Let me know if you want to go into more detail. I'd love to do that. Go down into my link, set something up, reach out to me. We'll figure it out and we'll go from there. Okay. So, wow. Banger. All right. Great question, though. I love the way that question was phrased. All right. Let's see who we got. Yachty up next. Hey, Rev Rob, I received a response back for a remote patient coordinator position. I will work this job and my present job. This is a potential job in my present job. This a potential job offer? Okay. Please and thank you. All right. So, Yachty, let's do this. Let's go back here. That's a simple yes or no question. All right. Yachty has received a response back for a remote patient coordinator position. She's going to continue to work this job and her present job, but is this a potential full-time job offer? I think is what Yachty's asking. Yes. And that went right into it. So there was no doubt. There was no thing. It started moving right away. So yes, I think you're going to see this is a potential job offer, and you're going to be able to see, and then you're going to have to make some decisions. Okay. That's what's happening. And you may be able, I don't know about them, be able to work both of them at the same time. Okay. So, but according to Pendulum Spirit and whatnot, yes, this is definitely going to turn into a job offer. I don't know how much or what it's going to be. That's going to be, and then let's see, what do you need to know about this? One card here, and we've got the Four of Cups. This is going to be a great job to establish a new base, be able to start over in your happiness. This might be a little more in your wheelhouse, shall we say. So this is going to help you. I don't think you're quite happy with the other job. Something was going on or it needed more. This very well could help you fill the gaps. Okay? It's a good thing. Take a look at it. Let me know what's going on. All right? Wow. Banger. Okay. And now we have, I'm bringing this up so I can see it. Oh, now ending. Oh, no, Wendigos. Oh, no, Wendigos. I like it. Very good. Hi. Welcome to the tribe. Glad you're here. How am I going to survive 2026? Number one, stop saying right now, how am I going to survive 2026? How am I going to thrive in 2026? What's my life going to be? Where are my opportunities going to go? Because you're already setting yourself in a negative context, and that's what will roll your way. This is about manifesting, making things happen. Set your thought process on where you want to go. This is important. You're not alone in this. A lot of people just want to survive. And I say this before, I've had people a lot of times go, I just want to be able to pay my bills. And then they always wonder why they're on the cusp of being broke, but they were able to pay their bills. All right. I want to be rich. I want to move. I want to go. I want to have a summer house. I want to have a winter house. I want to have a spring house, a fall house. Okay. We're doing that. Where do we start here with this is gratitude. Mr. Bruce gave me something that says gratitude is the open door to abundance. This is where it starts. So instead of dreading and getting ready, get yourself set in a gratitude of thank you for the opportunities that are going to be coming my way. Now, I just got to be on top of my game to see what's happening. Okay, here we go. Let's find out. All right. What do you need to know about 2026? And I invite everybody, if you weren't here at the beginning of the show, I did a reading for everybody about January and finding out what's going on and where you need to be. Okay. So let's find out. Let's see what's happening. Okay. All right. Oh, no, Wendigos, 8804. How am I going to survive 2026? All right. Here we go. Let's find this out. Bring this up and get this party started. So we have the Chariot. How you're going to survive and how you're going to get ahead is staying focused. Don't let things pull you off course. Don't let the horses, this is the chariot, and look, both horses are facing the opposite way. You are the chariot driver of your life. You have to keep everything focused and headed towards where you want to be. If you start getting off in the weeds on this person, this thing, that thing, that's why you feel like you're scrambling through life. Okay? Don't. One of the things you're going to do to be able to get through 2026, set some goals, stay focused, get a roadmap of where you want to be, what you want to do, and this way you can move forward and charge into 2026 with a plan and know what you're doing. We have the magician. This is all on you. The magician is about you have been given everything as above, so below. All the things you need, the tools you need, you have at your availability. Spirit is with you. God is with you. The mother is with you. Everything is here. Okay. What are you doing about this mentally and understanding I've got to do this? And this coincides with the reading at the beginning of the show about what we need to know. This is a month and this is the year to drive through and bring some things home, but you have to stay focused and you have to realize this is in your control. Even when something goes wrong, okay, you have to realize how you deal with it is what's going to make the difference in where you go, keeping those horses lined up and headed in the right direction. Does that make sense? I hope so. Wow, bangerang. Okay, here we go. Let's find out what's happening here. Got another question up here. Let's see where this goes. And we have Michaelina Van Dyne. Oh, you're back. Welcome. Glad you're here. I have a pending lawsuit court case for over a year. Will it be resolved this year and will it be favorable for me? Two questions. We're going to do this way. All right. I'm going to bring this down. Okay. Well, Michaelina's lawsuit, will it be, it's case that's been going on for over a year. Will it be resolved this year? I'm getting circles. There are still some unanswered questions. Okay. There are things that haven't been done. Got to look at this, dot your I's, cross your T's. If you've got an attorney, get with them, find out what's going on. What I'm seeing is there's an ongoing thing that it's not completely clear yet. Okay. Because there are some things still out. All the paperwork hasn't been done. Everything hasn't happened. Will this, okay, when this is done, all right, will this be favorable for Michaelina? That's not a no, but it is a circle. It's unclear. So there are things that are still out there that you have to deal with. Get with your attorney, find out what's going on. Pay very close attention to the details because I see there's still some bickering maybe between the attorneys. The people aren't willing, but these are some things. There's going to be some things. I can actually picture you in court having to give testimony or whatnot, making sure what's happening. The judge might want to have a clear understanding of this, maybe even a couple of depots. So this thing's not over yet, okay? And unfortunately, these things they can last for a while. Been on the other side of it, so I understand. Okay. Not exactly what you wanted to hear, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it and lie to you either. Okay. So that's going to be something there. So, Michaelina, what we're going to do right now, understand this very well. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, the Divine Mother, I'm asking for Michael, the Archangel of communication, the Archangel of protection, the Archangel that will come down and impart knowledge. Go to Michaelina, swarm her attorneys, swarm these people that are involved, and let's get this process going for her, and let's get some finality to it. Michael, please help this young lady out. Go find out. I know this is always living in a shadow. It's a horrible feeling. Raphael, go and at least give her some comfort. show her the way. And Ariel, as the archangel of the physical world, go open doors that need to be opened. Show her what you need to do. And all we ask it, so mote it be. All right. So, Michaelina, good luck. Would love to hear what's going on, and you keep us posted, okay? So we understand. All right. The spirit of the tribe is with you. All right. Bang on. All right. So, hi, my name is Greed Devi. Will I get selected in the interview at Arch Global Services? And will that job be good and stable for me, or should I continue my food business? All right. You know what, Sierra, what I want to know, what does your gut tell you? Have you done everything you need to do? Okay. Have you studied? Have you done everything that you know you ought to be? And why are you so unsure? Okay. Listen to your gut. All right. This is one of those things. Have you taken some time to sit down and ask for blessings from above? Have you asked Spirit to come down and guide you and direct you? Or are you just punching holes in a card and then hoping everything comes out okay? All right. That came to me very strongly, and that's going to be what's happening. Okay. So here we go. Let's find out. Okay. Will I get selected in the interview at Arch Global Services, and will that be a good job and stable for me? All right. Or should I continue my food business? Here's what I'm going to do. Card A, Arch Global Services. So, Spirit, let's tell him what he needs to know, or she needs to know about the job at Arch Global Services. Let's do that one, just like we did for the other person in a relationship. All right. Let's take a look. What does she need to know about Arch Global Services? Here we go. I'm going to put this out and see what's happening. Okay. Arch Global Services. For this job, I've got strength, power. One of the things I'm getting here is you'll be successful here, but it's going to require you watching what you do, watching your mouth, things like that are happening, and you're going to have to be strong. This is not going to be something that's just going to breeze for you. You're going to have to work at it, and strength is going to be required. Okay. So this is going to be something, if there's more of a selection process, watch what you say, watch what you do, watch your actions. Okay. Now, should you keep your job in the food business? In the food business, we have the Six of Swords. You know what I see in the Six of Swords here? The Six of Swords talks about it's time for you to move on. Okay. So I'm leaning towards what I'm picking up here is the Arch Global job. Okay. It's going to be work. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be a walk in the park. But if the food service job is not doing what it needs to do, and you keep like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 1 step forward, 2 steps back, however you want to see this, if it's not fulfilling and you need to go on, it's okay to leave that behind and set your sights on something new. That's what I'm getting. That's between the two. Okay. Will Arch Services, so then the other part of this question is, will at Arch Global Services be a good job for you? Be stable. I'm hearing the word stable really sticking out. And I've got the Four of Swords. This is a place you're going to be able to go, that you will be able to build a new platform, new stability, and allow you to have a conscious relief. Okay. The Four of Swords is here to say that this is what's going on and it's time. Yeah, I'm really picturing the Arch Global thing is going to be where you need to go and work out. Going to be some work, some things like that, but I think this is going to be more what you're looking for. All right. Banger. All right. More people popping in. Let's see what's happening. Welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. Everybody, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this sucker. Okay. Make sure you're sharing that for me. It's the best way you can help me beyond anything. Now, also down below in the links are how to get hold of me, how to get to the books, how to get to different things or whatnot. Gillian's books, my wife's books, and how you can book a session. All right. So that's going to be very important. So what do we got here? Smiley. How about a reading about my person of interest? All right. What does Smiley need to know about this person of interest? Let's take a look. Okay. Let's take a look. What does Smiley need to know about the person of interest? Smiley, the first card out of the gate, the Knight of Wands. Oh, let me get this up so you can see it. All right. The Knight of Wands. The Knight is about having this passion. All right. And it's about external. This is looking good. You're going to be able to move forward. And what I'm getting is Spirit wants you to move forward on this and see what's happening. There's going to be things that are going to come from it, but you cannot sit still and wait on everything to happen. You're going to have to be that knight and pursue what you want. I'm seeing this is going to be really good and things are going to happen. We have the Strength card. Be strong. I'm really picking up this person of interest needs to know you can handle whatever comes your way. All right. But watch your words. They're watching your words on everything that you say. So be careful about what you're doing. Be strong. Be patient. All right. And look at what's happening. This is going to be the Four of Wands. There you go. Happiness, joy, celebration coming up. This is going to be good. Okay. So bang, go get them, Tiger. All right. Wow. That's cool. That is really cool. All right. Let's see what we got going here next. Tarot transformation. Welcome. I'm a professional tarot reader too. Glad you are. Should I do live readings on YouTube? You know what? If you've got patience or whatnot, you know what? Go for it. You don't know until you try it. And that's what you do. Now, so a tarot transformation wants to know, and bring this down to get a little clearer. Okay. Should they start doing live readings on YouTube? Yes. Now, it wasn't an adamant fast yes. Are you willing to put in the work? This is an ongoing thing for me of years. Okay. Working with people, setting up. I will tell you right up front, consistency, consistency, consistency. Every Monday night, 8:30. That's where I'm at. Every Monday night, 8:30. If I change something up, I've got to give people as much heads up as I can, unless it's an emergency, you know? So what do you need to know about reading live on YouTube? I'll be glad to talk to you about it. If you want to hit me up, tarotwithattitude@gmail.com. Do that, all right? And I'll be glad to talk to you about it. And the first card I get on this is the Page of Cups. If you're a tarot reader, I don't have to tell you anymore. You've got to be passionate about doing this. And why do you want to do it? Okay. Is it going to be something you can just quit your job within the next 6 months and do? I don't know how much of a following you got. I don't know if you have a channel yet or not. Probably not, but you have to have a passion around it. People want somebody that believes in what they're saying and what they're doing. And you have to be you. Be passionate about it, love it, know what you're doing. If you do that, you will be successful. Queen of Swords, think it through, know what's going on. There is some commitment here mentally to being able to do that, and then you'll be able to understand it and see it. So, yeah, always chase your dream. If it's something you want to do, you always chase your dream. All right? And only then will you know what do you need to do, where do you need to go. All right? So at Tarot Transformation, glad you're here. Thank you. Welcome to the tribe. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Come on in. And if you want to do that, you and I can even talk sometime offside of here. No money, no anything. Okay. And let me do some readings with you and let's talk. Maybe I can even bring you on the show and we can do some readings. Okay. So we'll see what's happening or whatnot. Stay in touch. All right. But that's how you get it done. All right. So we have Emil Quamina. Hi, will me and Shamika have any sort of reconciliation with each other this year? Have you sought out the reconciliation? Okay. Are you doing what it takes? then what I want you to do, and I talked about this at the beginning of the show, use your intuition. What is your gut telling you? All right. Are you chasing somebody that you shouldn't? What do you need to know? What does Emil need to know about being in a relationship, okay, with Shamika? Let's just ask the basic question, all right? Because you could reconcile, but it doesn't mean you belong together, okay? That, if you lay down and keep accepting, it's going to be one of those, yeah, you can reconcile, put it back together, and 6 months later, you're back in trouble again. Why'd you quit? What's wrong? What's happening? Have y'all worked on your communication skills? Okay. So, what do you need to know about being in this relationship with Shamika? The wheel of fortune. Things are changing. Things are happening. Good things come, bad things go. All right. I'm really picking up on this one. It might be time you make your move, you do the reconciliation, but then you keep on living your life. Okay. Because things will change. Things will change with you. Things will change with her. And this is going, the Fool. I'm really picking up. It's time for you to start a new journey. Okay. This is going to be something where don't let fear or trying to hold on to something. Sometimes we run into problems because we have somebody in our life that was never supposed to be there. We brought them in out of our own physical needs, things like that. What we feel is love, or our mental health needs because we're codependent or whatnot. We tried it out. The shoe didn't fit. Okay. We've all bought a pair of shoes that looked great and thought, oh, they'll stretch, but they never stretched. You know what? That's why you date. All right. So the Fool here is saying it's time to move on, and that you've got something from your past that it's time to leave behind. And this is where, 3 of Cups. There's also, I think you might find out there's a third party already involved you may not know about. All right. So take that information. I hate delivering that to you, but remember this. That means happiness is ahead for you. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. Live your life. Enjoy what things bring. Learn from this situation and move forward, and allow Spirit to bring somebody new and something into your life. All right. 3 of Cups is talking about 3, too many people. This is more than a couple. All right. Something else is going on. So I'd love to talk to you about it. Let me know. All right. Wow. Bangerang. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. And finally, Melissa. Glad to see you. Welcome. 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 Glad everybody's here tonight. All right, Melissa. Hi. Happy New Year from Melissa in New Zealand. Happy New Year to you. Welcome. Bangerang. Will I find love this year? Thank you. All right. You know what? We're going to do it this way, and then we'll do a reading. Will Melissa find love this year? Yes. Now, it started at an angle, so something's going to be it's going to be a weird start, but then it's going to turn into something great for you, okay? So if you have something that's a little sketchy at first, maybe you have a bump in with somebody or something like that, you know what? If they say, I'm sorry, give them one, okay, and let it go. You don't have to dive right into bed or into in-depth, get married relationship, but you might give them a second chance. This might be a time for second chances, all right, with somebody new that comes in your life. What does Melissa need to know about finding love this year? What's the best thing she can do? Let's bring this up here. All right. And let's see what's happening. Melissa, finding a relationship this year, finding love. What does she need to know about finding love this year? And one of the things we've got is justice. This is one of those things where, especially with this card coming right out of the deck, are you out there where the people are? You got to get out there and meet people. And you got to remember, you will get as much out of this as you put into it. If you're willing to put yourself out there, if you're willing to accept some risk to begin with, and I say that's risk, if you're willing to risk getting hurt to meet people, doesn't mean you got to let them hurt you, okay? But that's what you do to find somebody. And you're okay with letting somebody go that doesn't fit in just right. You're able to go on. This is about what you put out is what you get back. All right. This is the justice card. Now we have the King of Swords. You know what? This is a very masculine person that's out here. And I feel like this person is waiting for you. But at the same point, I also feel like you've got to get a handle on it up here. What does it mean? Don't be afraid to say, this is what I'm looking for in a man. Don't settle. Don't do anything. And keep your pride about you. Be that king. And this king is that masculine external. Okay. Making sure. Finally, we have the Knight of Swords. You've got a lot. This is a whole mental thing for you to get over and putting yourself out there and allowing things to come through. This is going to be something that is, part of what you got to do to make it happen. There could be some pain, but sometimes we've got to go through some pain to find the joy. Okay. And this is going to be where you're at. What you put out, you're going to get back. All right. So, wow. With all that being said, what a great night. Thank you, everybody. Gillian, you can go ahead and take that statement down. Okay. And I'm just so glad everybody's here. Thank you for being here. Let's get this New Year's off to a great start. All the regulars, my tribe members, there you go. Become part of the tribe. Subscribe. Come join us. Monday night, 8:30. I'll be on with Bridget from Eyes of the Dragonfly on Wednesday night at 8:30. And we'll be on her channel. So go check out Eyes of the Dragonfly. She and I have known each other for years. We don't even know what we're doing yet. We may do some more readings like we did before. We'll find out what's happening. Okay. My tarot ladies, this Thursday, probably the second to the last class. Join me. Let's do, if we can do 7 o'clock this time, let's do 7. Y'all let me know. If I get where we can't do it at 7, we'll do it at 8. Okay. But let's see what's happening. And we'll do that. Have your cards, get ready. We're going to do some actual spreads and some readings, and we're going to do that. And then the last one will be, we're going to break up. We're going to do some readings for each other. Okay. And let's see what happens. So with all that being said, take what you want, leave what you don't. Okay. Doesn't offend me one bit. Okay. But leave having experienced some peace, love, and light. Bangarang.